I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
You like them? You like them, sir?
Set, ready, 50, play. Let's go,
I'm not losing seconds.
Ready?
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I was waiting on you.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
She live around the corner.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Oh.
Here we go. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt.
That's a nice big deal.
Going backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at
So
all.
you got a nice
Looking
good,
for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go, go. It's just me and you. Mike 19, Mike 19. Go get it.
Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Moss, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 45. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Hey, Echo. 45 to the mark. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Pilot, 64. Weak. Big Ed.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators. Hey, tight down. There you go. Shoot.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. first down. Moss. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47. Check, 47. Here we go. Tight dog. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd and 9. Mariota stepping up. He'll try and it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Partner on my... Sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Set. 8, read. Ricky. Hey, Foxtrot. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke stepping up. He's going to keep it. Finding some room at midfield. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Hey, Alpha. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rush in. Wide, get wide. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The quick slant caught, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Head logo.
Right 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On your team, 61. Matchbox lights. Deep dribble.
Block off of play action. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Hankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Bravo.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Locke now on 3rd and goal. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
47 Mike. 47. Lost the curl.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Nolan. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Back to throw. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Second interception for him.
Yo, sorry ass. Oh, man, you suck.
Here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Locked to throw on 2nd down. A quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Eluding the pressure right. Gets it to Gordon. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He completes this to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Block now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On first down, Moss. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's going to be a long day.
Off the play fake, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Mariota on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there by Gordon. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 31. Check 31.
Get it.
Now this time Locke will throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jonathan Hankins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Throwing his Locke on third down. Buying time to his, and he's going to go down again. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Check 43.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop it for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, wahoo!
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Block now. 14 out of 17. 82%. And it's first and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Ooh.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Too little, cut.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion and the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
58, right over there. Yeah.
On 2nd and 12, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Easy money.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Another run by Lindsey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Block now to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working out of the gun, Mariota dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mariota. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. From the red zone now, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He can run for it, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that.
Let's go, get set, get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.